Hi butterflies, welcome back to the channel. This is going to be your pick a card reading entitled How Do They View Me? So this reading can be in regards to how, love interest views you, how your family members view you, how friends view you, how strangers view you. Please take what resonates, because remember, it is just a general reading also. So I'm going to give you a moment to choose from either pile number 1 or pile number 2. Okay, let's get cracking on and let's take a look. Pile number 1, to see how other people view you. How do they view you? Okay, so we have the 10 of Swords. So I feel like people may view you as a person that may have gone through a very traumatic ending. Now I'm picking up for some of you that a cycle was closed. Maybe this could be in regards to a relationship. Maybe this could be in regards to a job. But people are viewing you as somebody that they cannot get hold of. Someone that may also put endings to situations as well. I also feel like if you have been through something, people may view you as somebody that has experienced something very traumatic, and somebody that they actually would like to reach out to, somebody that it's almost as if people may want to be near you, but they feel as though they can't gain access to you, is what I'm picking up. We also have the Queen of Pentacles. Some of you could be a Taurus, or somebody that is a Taurus could be of importance to you. I feel like people view you as somebody that is I'm hearing the word immaculate. So people view you as somebody that is well-to-do, somebody that is very established, somebody that's very stable, very nurturing, very grounded, and somebody that knows how to create. And people may also view you as somebody that is very successful in their career. You have this quality about you. I'm also hearing for some of you that you may smell good as well, but you have this quality about you whereby you are very self-sufficient, and you could be very career orientated as well. Some of you could be business owners, or some of you you may own your own business. So people see you as somebody that is very established, and somebody that is very ambitious, career orientated. For some of you, you could be in a partnership, you could be married, but again, I feel for some of you, you could you may have been in a relationship and this relationship has come to an end. You may have gone through a divorce, some sort of separation, or you may have left a job, or you may have lost a job. So for some of you, people could view you as a person that was once quite established, but unfortunately you may have lost it all. So people could be looking back and thinking, oh, I remember when my butterfly for pile number 1 was flying high, they were very successful, but for some reason or the other you may have lost it all. So people could be reminiscent about the time when you were more established than you are now, and that's not to say that you can't build yourself back up, because for some of you, you may be trying to build yourself back up because of circumstances. But I also, with the Queen of Pentacles, I feel generally people get a very warm feeling about you, and they find you to be very nurturing. You could be very charitable also, but people may view you as somebody that's quite reserved. I'm looking at the white band on her arm, on her wrist, sorry. So I feel like people may view you as somebody, I'm hearing rags to riches, somebody that has been through a lot of hardships, but despite the hardships that you have been through, you were able to cultivate a successful life for yourself. So for some of you, again, you may have come from a very troubled background, or you may have come out of a very traumatic breakup, or you may have lost a job in the past. This could have stemmed from like 10 months ago, 10 years ago, and you may have turned your whole life around. So in the past you may have been struggling because of a certain situation, but you were able to turn your pain into power. People view you as somebody that they look up to. You are an inspiration to some people, to most people. I feel like you had to move mountains to get to where you are now. It was not easy. Some of you could be very well established in regards to, I'm hearing like a public speaker talking about your experiences, talking about your story. Some of you could be artists, some of you could be authors, but I feel like you turn your pain into profit. Not to say you're trying to exploit yourself, but you have a story or had a story to tell, and it's made you very successful and very stable. You could earn a lot of money from doing shows where you speak about your life and you inspire and empower others, and when people see you, they won't put your past to how you look, because you come across to others as somebody that is very elegant, very down to earth. Yes, very elegant, very sophisticated is the word that I'm trying to find. Very sophisticated, very elegant. You don't wear your pain. How you look is not what you have been through, and people, I'm feeling for some of you, want you to win. People want you to succeed because of what you went through, and people are, sometimes when I do these pick a card readings, I get a lot of jealousy and envy, and not to say, well, we haven't delved into the rest of the cards, but I feel like people generally want you to win. People see you as very beautiful. They also see you as somebody that has an eye for fashion, so you always look good, whether it's your hair. There's something about your hair as well. You may have long, thick hair. You may have different hairstyles. People view you as somebody that is well respected and somebody that they do actually respect, and people view you as somebody that is a queen, or if you're a male listening to this, a king. Like, you have that regal quality about you. I say that also because we have the Queen of Wands, so people see you as somebody that is very flamboyant, someone that has a larger than life personality. Even if you are quiet, there's something about you also that's very mysterious. So you may have like this loud personality, but people view you as someone mysterious, somebody that is very intuitive. But people will only get to know this side to you once they get to really know you. Your outer appearance could seem very colourful, very loud, but there's a lot of depth to you. So people view you as somebody that has a lot of depth, someone that is very, very sexy also. So people are just drawn to your energy. People see you as somebody that is very beautiful, and somebody that does not need a lot of makeup. Somebody that, some people may find you a little bit teasing. And when I say teasing, I mean that you may not, wear revealing stuff, but some of the clothes that you do wear could be quite suggestive. And it's more your body language, and it's more of the way you hold yourself with grace, with elegance, that people are drawn to you. And for instance, you could be a female and you could wear like a slightly low cut top, but then you're wearing like long trousers. So a lot of people, they generally, you leave a lot to the imagination. They want to see more from you. And I also feel that people see you as somebody that is very creative as well. A lot of people view you as somebody that could have a lot of suitors, but even if you could be a person that dates a lot, but you necessarily don't want to settle down. But for some of you, people view you as somebody that is married, or if it's a love interest, this person may view you as somebody that they could see themselves having a long-term relationship with. People generally see you as wife material, as husband material. You have that energy about you where you could be seen as a lady on the street, but a freak between the sheets. You know, people have that view about you. Not all, but for some, it's like, okay. And for others of you, if you have that image whereby people may sexualize you, then once they get to know you, they see that you're very down to earth, very humble. So people could be very drawn to you first and foremostly, obviously because of your energy, because of your looks as well. And men may be drawn to you first and foremostly because of your outer appearance. And if you're a male, please take what resonates as well. Women could be drawn to you because of your outer appearance, and they may also want to, you know, connect with you physically. And there's something about you, if you are a male listening to this, women may view you as somebody that would, you know, create a, you know, good looking child. You know, there's something about your genes that women feel drawn to. I also feel there's something about you being, if you are a male, being in your feminine energy as well. You knowing how to balance out your feminine and your masculine energy. And if you are a male, people may view you as somebody that, I'm hearing for some of you, you know, if you can turn your partner's life around. So for instance, I'm hearing that song Upgrade You by Beyonce. So people feel like if they are associated with you, then you have that ability. And even if you're a female, right, you have that ability to sprinkle luck into other people's lives. So people want to collaborate with you. They find you very positive, they find you ambitious. And it's not to say that people just want to connect with you because they feel like they can leech off you and use you. It's more of a case of whatever luck that individual has, I want some of that, or I want to learn from that person. So people see you as somebody that is positive and someone that is hopeful and somebody that is optimistic despite what you have been through. And again, if you are a female, men will be drawn to you physically. They find you very attractive, and there's something mysterious about you. There's something hypnotic about you and seductive and intense. But once they get to know you, they start to think about you in other ways. Yes, they still view you in this light, like, okay, you're seductive. I feel feelings when I'm around you. I can't help but stare of you or think of you in that way. But once they get to know you, it shifts from that energy to, I can see myself settling down with this person. This person will be a great wife. This person, you know, they're independent. They are career orientated. You know, they're hardworking. They'll make a good mother. They'll make a good spouse, you know. So how do people view you? We have the Magician card. So some people may view you as somebody that is a great manifester. They may also view you as somebody that is a good communicator as well, and you know how to turn your dreams into reality. You're not just somebody that says you're going to do something. You could be perceived as somebody that, you know, makes you have an ability to bring magic into the life of yourself and others. You're able to, I'm hearing, manipulate energy. So some of you could be, I'm hearing, psychic without you really knowing. But some of you are great manifestors. You may do a lot of law of attraction type work. You could always be scripting. You definitely visualize a lot, and you believe in yourself. And some people may find you to be of magic. I'm also hearing some people may find you to have two sides, two faces. Some of you could be a Gemini. That's not to say that all Geminis are two-faced, but some of you could be a Gemini, whereby some people may feel like they just can't quite read you. They may find you as quite detached. They may also find you to be somebody that and this could be people from your neighborhood. This could also be your siblings, right? They may feel like there's two sides to you that they don't quite know, you know, because there's an energy of detachment from you. They may feel like they can't get to the inner core of who you really are. For some of you, they may feel like you tell people what they want to hear. So there's an energy of people could perceive you as a trickster, because I'm hearing that person's just too good to be true. So there's an energy of people not quite trusting you, maybe at first, but once they get to know you, you know, because there is an outer appearance that you do display, whereby people could see you as very seductive. People may view you as somebody that is very ambitious, and You know, sometimes when people view you as ambitious, they may have this preconception that, oh, that person will bulldoze over me to make sure they get what they want. So people could be intimidated. People could be slightly intimidated when they first meet you, especially if they are not in their high vibration. They may feel like, oh, he only flirts, that's why he gets all the girls, or she only flirts, that's why guys want her, or it's only because she's wearing that top, oh, it's only because she's wearing that eyeliner. But once these people get to know you, they realize, okay, there's some sort of groundedness with this individual. There's also an energy of people may feel like they want to stop and block you, is what I'm picking up, you know, because especially from those individuals that don't necessarily trust in themselves. So because you may come across people that don't really trust themselves, don't really know themselves, could want the same things that you want out of life, and somebody like you is a mirror to them. And when they see that you're striving for, you know, certain achievements, etc., they may see you as a threat and may feel like they have to stop and block you. These individuals may have come up in your life a lot of the times, and they may have caused hurdles in your life, and it's because where it comes from, their behavior patterns, is because they feel like they have to stop and block you because you're going to get something that they want. And also there's a fear within them, like you hold a mirror towards these individuals of how they could have been, so they feel like they've wasted time. So you may come across people that may view you as a threat. That's why we have the Ten of Swords, and they may view you as somebody that they have to stop and block, because again, you represent something to some people. This could be neighbors, this could be siblings as well, right? That you represent something to some people of who they could have become but didn't quite get to achieve that milestone. And it's never too late for anyone, but there's a scarce mentality within these individuals that you do trigger, and there's a lack mentality, that sort of crab in a barrel type of mentality, that they feel they have to stop and block you. How can somebody have it so great? How can they be so beautiful, so down to earth and intelligent? You know, how do people view you? Yeah, so we have the Judgment card. So this indicates to me that people may view you as somebody that has gone through many transformations, many deep, transformations. And some people view you as somebody that always comes out on top. And they may feel to themselves that if they went through what you went through, they will not have been able to survive. But with this Judgment card, I'm also hearing some people may also judge your life, and this could be in regards to people being very highly invested in your life. You have this star-like quality where no matter where you go, you spark interest in others. I wonder what he does when he goes home after work. I wonder who she's dating. I wonder how she is when she's at home. So for instance, if you got like this larger than life personality, people would like to see how you spend your quality time. Or if you are a person that they may see post a lot of things on Instagram, say they want to see, they wonder, oh, how will they be at work? Or, you know, you spark interest into a lot of people. People are intrigued by you. You know, people may perceive you to have this very exciting life. But again, there's always a contrast that they feel within you. That they know that there's more to your personality. And again, people may view you as somebody that's gone through a lot. And again, if they went through what you went through, they will not know how to pick themselves up. We have the Temperance card here. So some of you could be a Sagittarius, a Cancer, Scorpio, Leo, Gemini, or Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Mars, or Venus. I feel like people see you, or people view you as somebody that is balanced, somebody that is of an earth angel. People may feel like they've met you in a past life. You know, they see you as a soulmate. So you may have been in relationships, many relationships with people, and they always say you are my soulmate. And I feel like you are many people's soulmate, because we have many soulmates, right? But I feel like you are many people's soulmate, because you do have, you know, that, you know, the people that you have connected with, there is some sort of tie that you've met them in a past life. You know, I feel as if, again, there's an energy of you inspiring others, or when you encounter people's life, there's always a change. You make a change within somebody's life with your way of being, with your inspiration, how you inspire others. You are a person that people sees to be one whereby you help to change people's life for the better without you even knowing that. You inspire others. You are very calm, which makes other people, you have this, you know how to alchemize situations, and people may see you as somebody that is otherworldly, like somebody that they've never met before, someone that is spiritual, someone that is down to earth, someone that they can relate to, but at the same time there's an energy of distance, like, are you even human? So people may perceive you to be somebody that is not of this world, and somebody that is a one-off. They feel a sense of warmth towards you, but they know there's a lot of depth within you, and the depth comes from the fact that you've been through a lot. You have been through it all, but you're able to still have grace. You're able to still have, compassion for others, empathy for others, which is not really seen or felt with individuals that have your makeup. Because sometimes when people go through experiences, they allow those experiences to harden their heart. But it's almost as if your heart gets softer and softer due to the experiences that you've been through. You don't want others to experience what you went through, and you could teach this. You could teach people how to alchemize their pain into something positive. You are a nurturer. People view you as somebody that is very caring and somebody that wants to take care of others. And people may view you as somebody that is a protector. You generally do care about the well-being of others, and you are that type of person whereby you want everyone to win, whether it's your friends, your family, even a stranger on the street. You don't like to see people in pain. You always want to be of service to others. You are so selfless. People may view you as somebody that is quite rare, because it's almost as if you don't want people to experience what you went through, and you will move heaven and earth to make sure other people don't suffer in the same way that you suffered. How do people view you? Ten of Pentacles. People view you as somebody that is stable, somebody that has it all. People are very invested and interested in your life. They see, how they see you is like, I wonder what type of house they live in. So people just see you as bougie, for some reason. So they're interested in how you live, or people just perceive that one day you're gonna have it all. You deserve it all, but you're gonna end up married, or you are married, or even if you don't really know these people see you as somebody that also hides your wealth as well. Either people view you as somebody that's eventually going to become successful, or you are successful. You live in a beautiful home, and you are somebody that, is very, I'm hearing traditional, religious, or someone that is very cultured, somebody that they can't quite put in a box. And I touched upon this in one of my readings earlier this week, whereby if you are a person that, I was doing a reading about who's your future partner, and, I mentioned about, someone could end up with somebody that is Caucasian, but they may come from Germany, they may be born in Germany, but they grew up in Australia, so they have adopted a lot of Australian traits, such as, surfing. They don't really resonate with their heritage. So even though you are of a certain, culture, you come from a certain culture, you may be interested in other cultures, right? You could be somebody that, again, people cannot put in a box. Just because you come from a certain country, or your parents come from a certain country, you do not necessarily act like where you come from. So people are very shocked about this fact, because you may adopt your parents, or from wherever you were born, you may adopt the food that you eat. You may know how to cook the food that you eat. You may even say the words from, you may even speak the language or say little phrases from where you're from, but then you may like somebody that is of a different cultural background. People wouldn't necessarily view you as somebody that will date the type of person that you may be dating now, or that you may be married to now, or the friends that you have. People wouldn't necessarily view you as somebody that will hang out with the type of friends that you have. So you could be someone that is very religious, very traditional, but then, all your friends are a completely different religion than you are. You could have friends from all walks of life. So it's like a contrast. So people view you as somebody that is non-judgmental, that has a love for all. Like I said, someone that's quite rare, but there's a side to you that you keep very private. So people do see you as someone that's quite private, very protective of your energy. You may not allow a lot of people in your home. You could be quite defensive. People view you as somebody that is loyal, somebody that they would like to get close to, but somebody that they feel is very ambitious as well. And you may be a workaholic, but people they feel quite intrigued by you. We have choices. Number 6, feeling blocked and restrained. So some of you could be a Gemini, or you could be a Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Mars, or Venus. So some people see you as quite rigid in regards to not allowing new people to come into your circle. So this does actually indicate that, with the 9 of Wands. So I feel like this could be more work people. They may view you as somebody that is quite distant, closed off, and not to say you don't speak to people, but you could just say hi and bye. You don't really go into depth with people. You don't, come outside of your circle or invite anybody new into your circle. Belong to your own dream, create your own life. 3 and 2, number 5. So people may view you again as somebody that they could view you as somebody that lives in the dream world, but this to me indicates that people view you as somebody that, yes, some people could feel that you live in a fantasy world, but deep within your heart that the fantasies that some people may actually feel like, they're not realistic fantasies, but deep within your heart, you trust your spirit guides, you trust your, the angels, the gods, whoever you believe in, that the God that you believe in, that these dreams will materialize, because you have so much optimism, you have so much faith, that you just have that inner knowing that what you want to achieve will manifest. So that's what I mentioned before. You are a great manifester. So although some people may view you as, okay, you live in a fantasy world, you just believe in fairy tales. For some of you, you want to actually create your own fairy tale. And I feel like after this ending, this sudden shift in your life, you were even more determined to create your own fairy tale. Because for some of you, you may have had it and then you lost it, and then you may have felt to yourself, okay, I had it and I lost it, but that does not mean I can't have it again. And if I have it again, it's going to be better this time. It's almost as if you want to top yourself, and also to prove to doubters that your dreams can become a reality. You are an inspiration in regards to showing people. Some of you could be like law of attraction coaches or something, right? And if you're not, then this is something that you should think about doing. Some of you, I feel, could be a person that I'm hearing Nikola Tesla. Some of you could be into Tesla, right? I think he's a genius personally, right? I was watching a documentary. I still need to finish watching it, but I think he's actually a genius. But you believe Neville Goddard, for some of you, and if you do not know who these people are, please go and check them out. Neville Goddard, Nikola Tesla. And it's so strange because when I bought a Neville Goddard book years ago, and I learned about him through a love coach on YouTube. Her name's called Agnes. I'm going to actually link her channel at the bottom of this video. And she does like self-love affirmations and so forth, and that really helped me when I was going through what I was going through when I started up my YouTube channel. And she kept mentioning Neville Goddard, so I thought, let me buy his book. So I bought his book, and he was around in, I think, the 40s or the 20s, and I was thinking to myself, do you mean to tell me that all that time in the 20s and in the 40s there were people like him? And then he was like in his 40s then, right? And then I thought to myself, hold on a minute, my grandparents were born in like 10 or 20 years before that. So do you mean to tell me that why didn't they adopt his principles? My grandparents are Jamaican, right? He's from Barbados. He's Caucasian, but he's from Barbados. So I just thought to myself, like, how come? That's just like a side note, but the more I learned about the law of attraction, the more it amazed me that, okay, this has been going on for a long time, and it took me this long to realize this. And even when I was younger, I used to like think of things that I really wanted to do, and they will materialize, but I did not know I was using the law of attraction. But that's just a side note. So I feel like you are a great manifester, and you do prove people wrong, whether you are conscious of that or whether you are unconscious of that. But I feel there's an inner way, there's an inner feeling, inner fight that you're fighting for your life. You're fighting for happiness in your life, because you've been through so much. Things have been robbed from you, things have been taken from you, snatched away from you, and everything that you have achieved, despite if people are jealous of you, they can no doubt have that side, thinking of, they actually deserve it. After everything they've been through, they actually deserve it. So there's the energy of people wanting you to win. How do people view you? People want you to win. They want you, your friends and family especially, they want you to win in this game called life. Yes, some may doubt your visions, but when you turn your visions into reality, they take a step back and they're like, she did it. But they're proud of you for doing it. Because when you say what you want to do, they could think, oh wow, this person, they always think, are they alright? But when you prove that everything that you said has come to reality, and sometimes you don't even know how you've done it, but you're able to turn your dreams into reality. Curiouser and curiouser. Discover, inquiry, weirdness, curiosity. So people do see you as quite quirky. Like I said, people see you as somebody that, once they get to know you, they can't quite put you in a box. So you may look a certain way, but you may be interested in certain hobbies and subjects. You're very intriguing to people. So people see you as very cultured. You know a lot about different things. They see you as somebody that is very educated, someone that is spiritual, someone that knows about a lot of different countries. You may have traveled a lot. Someone that likes things that people generally wouldn't think of, and you introduce people to things. So you are a teacher of some sort. People find you very quirky. Some people may find you weird, and when I say weird, it's like, oh, that person's into science, and they may not be into science, but it's like, okay, I wouldn't necessarily put that with that person. You may have your own style. You may like to, have your own dress sense that people find different. Some people may find odd, but it works, and it works for you, right? People are very curious about you. They like to learn from you. So people may actually copy your style, But the thing is, when people copy your style, it's a form of flattery, but then it's like, the reason why you have that style is because of your essence, and it's because of your likes, and your interests formulate into your dress sense, how you do your hair, how you speak. It all adds up. Whereas people, they may like see a hairstyle and think, oh, I want that hairstyle, it will look better on me, for some people, but their personality doesn't match the hairstyle, or the personality doesn't match, because like, again, people may find you like, okay, they're very different. They want to learn from you. So again, you may get people that are obsessed with you. I'm not really getting the death card or anything here, but you may get people that are obsessed with you, or people that may try and bite your style. They want your style for their own, because for some of you, they may feel like they can wear the clothes better, or they'll get the same attention that you get if they try and embody your energy. You're very intriguing to others as well. Let's see. Keep your temper. Don't allow anger to rule you. Number 2. So some people may see you. You might have Cancer in your chart. Sun, Moon, Rising, Mars of Venus as very fiery. Like, you know, you have a grounded energy about you. But people know that if they get on the wrong side of you, they need to run. So people may view you as somebody that has got a bad temper. Don't let anger rule you. And for some of you, some people may feel like, you know, that's why we've got the Gemini card here. Okay, this individual has 2 sides to them. This individual can be very nice, very, you know, sweet, ambitious, playful, but I've seen them get upset and it's not nice. It's not nice. So people may view you as somebody that's got a very bad temper, but only if you get upset. And for some of you, if you're in that energy of being angry all the time, people may view you as somebody that needs to find ways to control your anger, you know, because they feel like it's not healthy. And it's not healthy to be angry all the time. But I know for myself personally, when I snap, it's not good. And I'm like, why did I do that? You know, but we're human beings. But generally, people see you as somebody that has got a control over their anger, and you could have been somebody that turned out, you know, so negative and bitter. Not to say that if you've gone through a bad experience, you're not going to be negative, but people may feel like if they went through again what you went through, they'll be so angry with the world. And the fact that you're not angry with the world and letting it turn your heart into stone is very admirable. So then they are viewing you as somebody that's not allowing your anger to rule you. You're transmuting that anger, you're transmuting that pain into something else. People also view you as somebody never jam today, promises that never come to be, empty words, not living in the now. Again, 8. People may view you as somebody that's stuck on fantasy, that there's the energy of not living in reality. And again, it goes back to you knowing deep within your heart that you can turn dreams into reality. You may have written what you want. Maybe someone has heard you say something, or maybe you've told someone this is what I want, and they're like, oh, wow, yeah, that's ambitious. But they don't, not to say that they don't believe in you, but you have these big dreams and goals that you know you can accomplish. But other people, if they got like a scarcity mindset, or if they got like, they only think so far ahead, they won't be able to connect with what you're talking about until you actually show them. And you're not doing it in a way to show people, look, I'm doing it. You're doing it in a way to prove to yourself, yes, I am capable of doing that. I am worthy of these things. This is what I wanted, and I'm going to live in that. So people may feel like you could be quite stuck. Some people may view you as somebody that starts something but doesn't quite finish it all the time. And they view you as somebody that lives in the future too much. You're not connecting with the now. So there's an energy of them feeling like you're quite detached from reality. And you may, you know, there's an energy also of people viewing you as somebody, I'm hearing the word inconsistent. So you may again start something but don't finish it, is what I'm picking up. You have the intention to finish whatever you started, but you may not quite finish it. I'm also hearing that, you know, if it's a love interest, they may view you as somebody that could potentially hurt them down the line. Yes, they would like to commit to you, but they may not feel that you are as invested as they are, and they may feel like they love you more. So you may get into relationships with people where they feel like they love you more, and they may feel like you are a flirt and you just tell people what they want to hear, but down the line you may hurt them. We also have surrender to the divine in the reverse. So people may view you as somebody that could be quite fixed in nature, and you may want things to happen now, and that urgency may come from, again, a lot of loss and a lot of things that didn't, you know, quite go your way in the past. But people may feel like you have this fixed view of how you want your life to be, and you don't loosen up in regards to how things could turn out. You just have this fixed way of being. Some of you could be a fixed sign, a Taurus or a Leo, you know, a Scorpio as well, or a Aquarius. But people may view you as somebody that once you got your heart set on something, you're not letting it go. And look, we have bring love into the situation, Aquarius. So yeah, people view you as somebody that, again, if you have, they may see you as somebody that is quite fixated on an ideal, on a goal. If you're in a relationship with somebody and people may see red flags, you might be like, no, because you're very focused on the potential of someone, or how it's going to go, how you view it's going to go in your head. And you may be a person that always feels like, if I bring love into the situation, everything will turn out okay. And again, in some cases, yes, that does work. Because again, you may go out with people that people may perceive as quite quirky, non-traditional, but you see the potential in that person. And the thing is, it's not to say that we have to be fixated on the potential. Let me turn the light on, butterflies, of a person, because sometimes when we're just associated to the potential of a person, we can hurt ourselves down the line, right? But you generally believe that everyone deserves love. And sometimes when you're in that energy, whether it's through your teaching, whether it's when you're in a relationship with someone, or even if you have a child and you and your child are going through it, right, especially when they get to teenage years, but your way of showing compassion and brotherhood and acceptance does heal the situation and the person. Your answer is to bring love into the situation. What's the point of both of us arguing? What's the point of both of us hating? Not to say you don't argue with your partner, but you have a way of healing things, healing situations, with you pouring your love into the situation, bringing in your compassion. And this could be transferred into groups, clubs and organizations that you belong to. People in groups, clubs and organizations that you belong to generally like your energy, generally like you as a person. You bring a very warm vibe to your surroundings as well. So you're very well liked, and you could belong to different types of groups. You may have different types of friends that are from different cultural backgrounds. We also have nothing will come of the situation in the reverse. So again, people see you as somebody that never gives up. You are unstoppable. You are a force to be reckoned with. Even if you get knocked down, you get back up again. You don't take no for an answer. You are a person that's going to fight for your dreams, and ultimately, in the end, you're going to win. So that's what I have for you, pile number one. I hope you really enjoyed that reading. Please like, share and subscribe, and please comment below to see if it resonated with you, or it could also resonate with somebody that you know. Okay, so that's what I have for you, pile number one. I will speak to you soon. So let's move on to pile number two, and let's see how people view you. How do people view you, pile number two? Let's see. Okay. So we have the Death card. Some of you could be a Scorpio. Sun, Moon, Rising, Mars or Venus. And people may perceive you as an individual that doesn't see things through to the end. There may have been major endings, losses, but I feel like some people may view you as somebody that is quite avoidant as well. The Seven of Swords. In regards to love relationships, some people view you as somebody that is non-committal, somebody that does not want to commit, that runs away from any type of longevity associated with commitment. Some people may see you as quite sneaky as well. Some people may feel like there's something quite untrustworthy about you. You have a very intense type of energy that could actually scare some people, because they may feel like you're very powerful and you have the power to actually destroy others. So people may not want to get on the wrong side of you, because they feel like you could actually outsmart them as well. Some of you could be psychic. People may have said this. It's like you can see through others as well. You're one step ahead as well. So people feel like if they are like a very crafty individual, they know not to really mess with you, because people feel like you will outsmart them. You will always be 10 steps ahead. Okay, so we have the Two of Pentacles. Some people may view you as somebody that could be struggling in some way with the Two of Pentacles. Someone that is struggling in regards to, you know, you could be a working parent and you're trying to juggle motherhood with your working life, and some people may feel like you're taking on too much and you should, you know, balance out the two or put an end to something because it's not serving you well. So people may feel like you take on more than you can handle, and it's always advisable to ask for help or just drop something or just leave something on the wayside for the time being, because they may feel like, and that's the thing, some people may feel like you abandon things, situations. So some people, if it's a love interest, right, they may feel like you have dipped, you have ghosted them, because they feel like there's an unstability with you. Like when things get too serious, you don't like it. And they may feel like on one hand things were going well, and then on another hand you just disappeared, or, you know, one minute you're okay, the next minute you're someone else. They don't know how to read you. Nine of Swords. Some people may view you as somebody, again, that may have a lot of burdens and stresses in your life, you know, and you could tend to dip in and out of friendships, relationships, work, because you may feel overstressed, overworked, could keep you up at night. So some people may see you as stressed and somebody that actually just needs a break. Or if you haven't got a break, people may feel like, why don't you just ask? I know sometimes, like, when we're so used to doing everything ourselves, we don't want to reach out. But some people may view you as somebody that is too proud to ask for help, or somebody that actually does need a break because they've taken on too much. Somebody that may need a holiday as well, time away for themselves, to speak to someone as well, is what I'm picking up as well. Okay, we've got the Moon card and the Tower card. Okay, so some people view you as somebody that could be quite emotional, and I don't like to say that word because I feel like we can all of us can be emotional, right? But we've got the Moon card and we've got the Tower card. Some of you could be Pisces, Aries cusp, or you could be a Pisces, or you could be an Aries or a Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Mars and Venus. We've got Aries again here. So some people may view you as somebody that has a lot of depth, but your energy, you know, it switches, is what I'm picking up, especially with the Two of Pentacles. They could see you as somebody that is very explosive in some regards, and sometimes you may not even know why you behave this way. You know, there could be a fear of being in control. There could be a fear of controlling your environment. There could be a fear of, there's definitely a fear of wanting things to be a certain way. Some people could, you know, perceive you as, I'm hearing, being like argumentative in some cases, but then I'm hearing sweet natured, empathetic, compassionate. So there's two sides to you that people just don't know what they're going to get. People can perceive you as being very, you know, they feel like, wow, I didn't think of it that way. And when they finish having conversations with you, they can feel that you, or find you to be very, someone that has a lot of depth, someone that blows their mind, like, wow, that person, you know, that they're so, you know, intuitive, or, you know, they're so psychic, or, you know, things about people, you know. You have, you know, people can perceive you to be someone that can destroy other people's life as well, because you, again, you know a lot of stuff, and you may know how to trigger others as well. And you have that type of energy whereby whenever you leave a relationship, or if you leave an organization, you know, I'm hearing you say it how it is. So you tell people how it is. You're not afraid to speak your mind. But when you do say it how it is, it often shocks people, and they're like, wow, like, you definitely tell people how it is. You definitely don't mince your words. So you have, you know, that ability to actually scare people with the truth and you tell people who they are, even if they didn't know who they are. But after speaking with you, especially if they have upset you, they will find out who they are. You are someone that is proud, bold, confident. You can be very fiery. But you do need your alone time to ground yourself, to center yourself, because you may feel like your emotions can get the best of you sometimes. I mean, we can all go through that, right? But I feel like for you, especially, like, sometimes you're not in control of your emotions. Because sometimes you're up at night thinking, why did I say that? Why did I do that? And I think it could be due to the fact that you may need to have a break. But you could be avoidant in doing so, or avoidant in speaking to someone like a therapist or a counselor. And you may blow up at people. So people may feel like they have to walk on eggshells sometimes in regards to you. And people view you as somebody, because you got, on one hand, people see you as somebody that is intuitive, psychic, enjoys having deep conversations with you. On the other hand, people may see you as argumentative, aggressive, you may say hurtful words. Fiery as well. Again, we got the Six of Cups. So people may view you as very giving and loving. This could be a love partner for some of you. Very giving and loving. Somebody that they want to get acquainted with. People do actually enjoy spending time with you. There's something about your gifts, so they may see you as someone that's a good gift giver. So you may give very thoughtful gifts to other people. There's a soft, gooey center that you possess as well. So people do find you to be quite cute, regardless of your age. People find you to be quite cute, quite sensitive, quite nurturing. If you are a parent, you could be a good parent as well. You do enjoy being a parent. So this could be the side that people like, oh, they're such a good parent, or you do have this sweet way about you. And if you are in a relationship, your partner sees you as their soulmate as well. They feel like they've met you in a past life, and they like this side to you, this loving, caring, nurturing side to you. You may have met this person when you were much younger than you are now, and they're always drawn back to that fact of how things used to be, and they still feel those emotions that they felt for you when you were younger. We have the Emperor. So you do have a very commanding energy. I'm hearing forced to be reckoned with, take notice of me. Could be quite, people could perceive you as quite domineering at times. My way or the highway. Someone that's in charge, someone that's a boss, someone that could be perceived in their masculine energies more than their feminine energy, because you may feel like if you show any type of sensitivity, you may be walked all over. So you could be seen as somebody that could be more in their masculine energy, someone that could be focused on power and respect, because there's something about you feeling like if you show this side to you, then people won't take you seriously. So it's about finding a balance. But if this does work for you, then who am I to tell you who to be? But people do view you as somebody that is strong. You have a very commanding energy, no nonsense, tell it how it is type of thing. Two of Wands. People may view you as somebody that could be quite a loner, and somebody that prefers it that way as well. They could view you as somebody that's ambitious as well, somebody that's the head of the house, or somebody that has their own company, or somebody that is just in control and in charge. Let's see what else we got. How do people view you? Wake up, it's your moment. 2 and 5, 7. Yeah, so people view you as somebody that is inspiring, is the right word? It's aspiring to achieve something that will lead to great success. So you could be focused on achieving something, and in your mind you may feel like, I have to be this way inclined to get to the top. You may have lost out on an opportunity before, or you're in a situation where you feel like, I can't let my guard down, I can't be soft because I lost the opportunity in the past and I'm not about to lose the opportunity again. Like with this Aries energy, you are very determined to climb your way to the top, to get to, your destination. And you're not about to sleep on yourself, because in the past you may have felt that you wasted a lot of time, and now you're in a situation and you're not going to allow anyone or anything to take this opportunity away from you, because you feel like, finally it's my moment. So I feel like some of you could be in a situation right now whereby you had to fight to get to this time in your life, to get to this, and you're not about to, you may have manifested this, but I feel like you worked very hard to get what you wanted. So people view you as somebody that has worked hard to get what they want, but because you've now got what you want, there's an energy of fearing that you're going to lose it, and also fearing, and in that way it could come across as, you may come across as somebody that could be quite abrupt about what you've achieved, but it's only due to the fact that there's insecurity of what you didn't have before. But your way of being happy that you achieved this milestone for yourself is to talk about it a lot. And so people may view you as somebody that could boast about what you have, but it comes from the fact of you having to work hard to achieve what you have. So you could have been in a relationship before in the past, for some of you, and you may have felt like, wow, maybe if I was more assertive, maybe if I loved myself more, than that person wouldn't have done that to me. So now you may be the person that is more masculine in your relationships, or more feminine in your relationships. There's something here about a change of energy, and you may feel like you have to be this way, because if I'm not this way, then I'm going to be walking all over, or I have to be this way because it took me a long time to get to what I wanted to achieve, and it's my moment now, and I'm going to talk about it. I'm going to tell people about it, because with the Emperor card there, that's Aries energy. Aries is about first house. Aries are not shy. It's about look at me type of energy. It's about, yeah, this is me, and I want you to see this is me. This is what I had to achieve to get to where I this is my moment. I'm going to live in this moment. This is my time to shine. So people may see you as somebody that could be quite boastful. People may view you as somebody that wants the best for yourself, and who doesn't, to be honest with you. We also have investigate, look closely, ask questions, think before acting in the reverse. It's number 7. So yeah, people may feel like you can sometimes not be, what's the right word, sometimes people may view you to be somebody that doesn't, I wouldn't say it's conceited, but it's almost like I said, you've got an opportunity now that you wanted, and it's almost like I'm hearing F the others, like it's all about me now. It's all about me, because I feel like you had to, you've been through certain situations that looked like the odds were stacked against you. So now you always said, when I get this situation, when I get this opportunity, I'm going to make sure that I'm going to make sure that everyone knows about it. I'm going to make sure that it's important to me. People are going to know about it. Because I've worked so hard. So you're proud of your accomplishments, and you should be. But some people may view you as being not self-aware around your surroundings, if that makes sense. Like maybe in the way in some regards that you communicate to others, people may view you to, what's the right word? People may view you as somebody that doesn't quite connect to their surroundings when, in regards to how they act. So they say there's a time and a place for things. You're just being you, regardless of where you are. And there is a word for it, but it's gone from my mind. So not that you're not self-aware, but it's more of, let me see this card again. Look closely, ask questions, think before acting. Yeah, so you're just going to be you regardless of where you are. You're not going to change who you are for anyone. So that could be in regards to your workplace, that could be in regards to your relationships, that could be in regards to wherever you are. You're going to act the same way. They say sometimes you tailor your talk to your audience. No, you talk to your audience in the same exact way that you would talk to your peers at work, that you would talk to your partner. Like, everyone gets the same dose of you. You don't switch it up. So I wouldn't say there's a lack of self-awareness, like you don't really care. This is what I'm picking up. To take me as I am. This is me. Set your course. Know where you wish to go. Have a plan, the right direction, 2 and 2. So yeah, you have a plan and you do work hard towards your goals. And you may work hard quietly in the background. You're very diligent and you don't stop until you make it. So I feel like ultimately you do want that family life. You do want to, set up home. You do want to, you have that nurturing quality. You do want to create your own family. You do like that family base as well. So people do view you in that light. But sometimes people may view you as somebody that does not have a plan. So some of you could move all the time, or you could change jobs all the time as well. And some people may view you as somebody that doesn't quite know what they want out of life, doesn't quite know what career they want to do, but they know that you want to be in a position where you are in charge. All of the golden afternoon: inspiration, creative spark, imagination, conception, number 1. So people view you, number 1 is Aries energy. People view you as somebody that is a go-getter, somebody that is very creative, somebody that does have a lot of creative talent, somebody that is going to be seen, and somebody that is seen. People may view you as somebody that is in the public eye as well. People take notice of you, whether it's your energy, your how you appear to others, your image, etc. But people see you as quite dreamy as well, especially with that moon card as well, and that intensity. With that conception card as well, if you're in a long-term relationship, then I feel like your partner is highly sexually attracted to you. Regardless of how long you've been with this person, they cannot get enough of you. You are their ideal match, so they may even want to impregnate you as well. People see you as somebody that, like I said, is very dreamy, and someone that does have a lot of creative talent as well. And people find you to be somebody that has that childlike quality about you. And again, there is an innocence to you. So I feel also this could be in regards to the way you look. So you could look younger than your age, or if you are like a teacher, a mother, an aunt or something, you get on with children because you have this playful way about you as well that you always retain. But not everyone will see this side to you. And then we have do not drink poison, do not do things are bad for you. It's in the reverse. It's number 8. So some people see you as somebody that can fixate on negativity. I mean, we could all do that from time to time, but some people may feel like you could dwell in that negativity, and you could, like I said, I feel for some of you, if someone's wronged you, you will seek revenge, right? I'm hearing karma. You could be someone's walking karma, right? But I feel more so some of you, people could feel that you think badly of others sometimes as well. Like you could plot and plan on people's downfall, or try and put hurdles in other people's way. And sometimes when people haven't really done, this could be in regard to like working situations as well, but with the number 8 there, that represents Capricorn energy for me, and it also represents Leo energy, but more Capricorn energy with the green there as well. But some people may feel like you hold on to grudges and you fixate on negativity in other people's life, and this could come from, this could stem from maybe not achieving something that you wanted to achieve, and maybe feeling that other people didn't deserve what you wanted to achieve. So people could feel like you upset yourself in some regards by focusing on an outcome that didn't go your way, when in actual fact it makes you feel much worse. And some people could view you, when you're in this energy, as very bitter and negative. We can all be negative from time to time, butterflies, right? None of us are immune to that, but some people may view you as being, you could be quite negative, especially when you're in this energy of when you're just being direct, and people may feel, oh, that was quite harsh, or why did they say that? Some people can view you as being quite hurtful, and mean-spirited sometimes, especially like if we've got the Moon card and we've got the Tower card. So it's like, on one hand they could be nice, but they have to tiptoe around you because they don't want to upset you. So people could be quite scared of you and what you're going to say. A time for healing. So people could view you as somebody that does have a healing energy, and that's why I say it's a contrast. And some people could also view you as somebody that does need to do the inner work, does need to heal, because remember, we've got the 9 of Swords. So people may view you to be somebody that, should see a counsellor, should seek therapy, because it will do you the world of good. You can uncover why you could behave in this way, and it could be due to the fact that you have issues with your mother, and you may have seen your father treat your mother in a certain way. You may have felt that, if that was me, I would not put up with that. So you could delve deeper if you seek that help from others, like a therapist, a counsellor, a psychologist. People feel like you again need a break, or people may view you as somebody that could be quite healing as well, very close to achieving your goal. Gibbous Moon. So some people view you as somebody that has goals that you are close to achieving. So whatever you set your mind to, despite the fact that some people may view you as somebody that, where is it? They're unsure about what your plan is. They're unsure about what your goal is. And the thing is, it's not about what people are unsure about, because yes, it is good to have a clear, concise goal to achieve, but sometimes your goals can just go the left, right? It's not about you trying to please other people and make them feel good. It's not about that. If you know that you're going in the right direction for your course of your life, because ultimately we all have different paths, it's not about following X, Y, and Z. We all have different goals, we all have different birth charts. So what you are striving to achieve, despite it not being to the understanding of others, it's nothing to do with them. If you're going towards your goal, or you could have 3 goals and you may feel like if A doesn't work, then B is going to work. That's between you, your goals, and God and your spirit guides, right? Ultimately you're going to be all right. Wherever you land, you're going to be all right. So I do kind of feel like some of you don't have a clear goal, but ultimately you do want to be successful. Ultimately, some of you may not have tapped into your actual direction in life, but that you want to be stable, you want to be successful, you want to be respected, which is all positive attributes that we should all aspire to have, but it's not a big deal for you to have a clear goal, but you just know that you want to be someone of importance, and we are all important. Someone that can provide for themselves or provide for others, and that people see that you are achieving that because you're okay, you're stable, you're okay. You know, and your goal may not be to other people's standard, but you know that you'll be okay. We also have a new romantic cycle begin. So some of you could be a Libra. We have new moon in Libra. So you could be in a new relationship right now for some of you, or some people may view you as being in a new relationship, or some people may view you as turning a new... Again, this couples up with the healing card. Some of you have done that inner work with that transformational card from Scorpio being there. Some of you have done the inner work, and because of this inner work that you've done, you're able to bring in new love into your life, new love for yourself. Or some of you could be seeing a counselor in the now with this Death card right here, or you've done your own inner work, and because of this, there's a new cycle, there's a new sense of renewal occurring in your life. And some people view you as very loving, very romantic as well, or people view you as somebody that is very attractive, because Libra is a sign of beauty ruled by the sign, or ruled by the planet Venus. Venus is ruled by, you know, Libra. Well, Libra and Taurus are ruled by the planet Venus, and they're both very beautiful signs. So people may view you as somebody that is very highly attractive. You could have a symmetric face, but someone that is balanced, someone that people don't really want to get onto the wrong side of. You could have a good speaking voice as well. Very elegant, very poised, graceful in some regards. So people may view you in a certain light, but when they get to know you, they may, like I said, there's two sides, there's a contrast. People may see you as very innocent looking, but then they see that you are very in control of yourself and you're not going to allow anyone to walk over you. But people do see you as very beautiful, handsome, very attractive, and very likable as well, and someone that's quite balanced. That's how people view you. This could be your love partner as well. People also view you as somebody that has many suitors, or people view you as somebody that a lot of people would be attracted to. So if you are single, then you could have a lot of suitors, or people may feel like, oh, they must date all the time, or I bet they got a lot of guys that are interested in them, or a lot of girls that are interested in them. Don't let your past hold you back. South knows. People may view you as somebody that is, you know, holds on to the past, and this is probably why we have a time for healing. So some people may view you as somebody that needs to release the past, and this could be done through therapy or maybe cord cutting cleanses. You may hold on to the past and hold on to people that have hurt you, or, you know, again, there's the energy of you feeling like if you sit down there and fixate on somebody that you feels wronged you in the past, you may feel like, oh, it's going to hurt them, but in actual fact, you're poisoning yourself. So people may view you as somebody that needs to release this energy of maybe trying to get people back, or because ultimately, if someone has wronged you, God will take care of them. You know, I understand that some of us like to witness it, we want to see it, all the rest of it, but we still have to get on with our lives. We still have to become the best version of ourselves, and some people may view you as somebody that is quite trapped and stuck in the past as well, and allowing the past to play out in your future. So that's something to be quite mindful of as well. Communication is key. Some of you could be a Gemini. So we have new moon in Gemini. So some people view you as somebody that is a good communicator, but again, we've got two faces there. They may feel like they can't quite gauge you. They don't know what they're gonna quite get, is what I'm picking up here. On one hand, they may feel like, you know, you're very loving, kind. On the other hand, they may feel like you're very domineering, that you could be talking about them behind their back. This is what I'm picking up, guys. Some of you could have a moon in Gemini as well. So they may feel that you're very switchy. They don't know what they're going to get with you. They could see you as a, you know, you like to communicate with others. You may like gadgets. You may, you know, there's the energy of people not being sure about you. How, you know, there's the energy of people not feeling like they can't get to the heart of you. They can't get to the depth of you. Your hard work is paying off, Capricorn. New moon in Capricorn. Some of you could have a moon in Capricorn, or you could be a Capricorn, a Aries. We've got Aries here twice. Libra, Scorpio, a Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, Mars or Venus. And with this card, don't let your past hold, communication is key. You know, people do see you as somebody that, some people may feel like you gossip a lot, but it's an innocent type of gossip. And there's an energy of people, they may not feel like they can be close to you because they may feel like you may not really like them, or you may not really connect to them. You may not really, you know, there's an energy that people may view you as being quite detached. Like when it gets too deep, they may feel like you detach from any type of deepness. They may feel like they can't connect with you on an emotional level because you're too detached, or you may, I'm hearing snub, may not want to hear what they have to say. So I'm hearing that Monica song, I Keep It to Myself. So maybe people may not go too deep with you because they feel like you're not going to be interested in what they have to say, and they may keep like anything that's heavy to themselves due to a fear of you just maybe shutting them down, cutting them off, or not communicating with them if things get too deep. Then we have you and your loved ones are safe. So you could be a Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Mars or Venus. So people do generally feel like you have that protective quality about you. They do see you as nurturing and motherly as well. And they may feel like you're very protective of yourself because of what you went through, maybe due to the fact of your mother. You may have had a turbulent relationship with your mother. You may not have had a relationship with your mother. So people view you as, oh, they're that way because of this situation. Maybe for some of you, unfortunately, your mother may have passed away. So you didn't grow up with a mother, or even if your mother is present, you may not have grown up with a mother. So you may feel like, I don't know how to, you know, connect in that way. Because I believe every female needs their mum, every male needs their father, right? And even if it's not the case, every child needs a parent. Even if you're a single parent, even if you are a single father or a single mother, every child needs a parent to know that they're loved, you know, because children don't ask to be born. We bring these children into the world, so it's our duty to look after them, to nurture them, to love them, right? And you may not have got that, or you may have had a mother present but they weren't present, if that makes sense. So you may have vowed that I'm going to be a better mother than my mother was to me. So you could be very protective of your children, of yourself, and that's why you could be in this energy of feeling that you have to be in the Emperor energy all the time, because there's the energy of you not wanting people to hurt you. So this is how people perceive you. Pile number 2. I hope you know, please let me know if it resonates. So I hope I didn't upset you, but that's what I got. I have to be truthful to you, my butterflies, and to the cards. I have to read what I feel, what I see. So I hope you enjoyed that, and I will speak to you soon. Peace out.